Mountains tower over us in the present, but some of them witnessed the birth of our planet itself. We're talking about rocks so ancient they formed before complex life existed, before oxygen filled the atmosphere, even before continents took their current shape. These geological giants hold secrets about Earth's violent youth that you won't find anywhere else. When geologists talk about a mountain's age, they're actually discussing two different things. There's the age of the rocks themselves, and then there's when those rocks were pushed up into mountain ranges. This distinction matters because the rocks can be billions of years older than the mountains they form. A rock might have been sitting peacefully as part of Earth's crust for 2 billion years before tectonic forces decided to fold and uplift it into a range. Scientists use radiometric dating to figure this out, measuring the decay of radioactive isotopes trapped inside minerals like zircons. It's like reading a timestamp that's been locked inside stone since Earth's earliest days. Here's something that might surprise you. The oldest mountains aren't the tallest ones. The Himalayas are babies by comparison, still growing and sharp-edged. Ancient ranges have been worn down by billions of years of wind, rain, ice, and time itself. What remains are the stubborn bones of mountains that once may have rivaled anything we see today. So let's get into it. Number 5 on our list, the Magaliesberg Mountains in South Africa's Northwest Province. These peaks are roughly 2.3 billion years old, which puts them firmly in the Paleoproterozoic era. The rocks here started as sediments accumulating in an ancient shallow sea. Picture that for a moment, where you see mountains today. Warm shallow waters once lapped at prehistoric shores. Over millions of years, those sediments compressed into quartzite and conglomerate, then got shoved upward by tectonic forces. The result? Steep cliffs and distinctive formations that have outlasted almost everything else on the planet's surface. What makes these mountains particularly fascinating is their durability. Quartzite is incredibly hard, which explains why the Magaliesberg Range has resisted erosion far better than softer rock formations. While countless other geological features have crumbled to dust, these peaks remain. Number 4 takes us to the Waterberg Mountains, also in South Africa's Limpopo province. We're going even further back now, to approximately 2.8 billion years ago during the Proterozoic Eon. The Waterberg Range forms part of the larger Waterberg Biosphere Reserve, and if you've ever seen photos, you'll recognize those striking red sandstone cliffs and plateaus immediately. That distinctive coloring comes from iron oxide in the rock, essentially rust that's been locked in stone for nearly 3 billion years. These mountains formed during a period when Earth looked nothing like it does today. The atmosphere had little oxygen. Life existed only as simple single-celled organisms. Continents were still figuring out where they wanted to be. Yet somehow, through all the chaos that followed, through every ice age and meteor impact and volcanic eruption, these mountains survived. Now we jump to Western Australia for number 3, the Hamersley Range. This is where things get complicated, because different parts of this range have different ages. The Pilbara Craton underneath dates back around 3.4 billion years, making it one of the most ancient landmasses on Earth. But the actual mountain-building event, the Ophthalmia Orogeny that folded and uplifted these rocks, happened about 2.2 billion years ago. The Hamersley Range contains something truly special: banded iron formations that are roughly 2.5 billion years old. These distinctive red and brown striped rocks tell an incredible story. They formed right when free oxygen started rising in Earth's atmosphere, capturing a moment of fundamental planetary transformation. Before this point, Earth's air would have been toxic to us. These rocks literally record the moment our planet became capable of supporting complex life. Mount Meharry, the highest peak in Western Australia at 1,249 meters, sits in this range. All 20 of Western Australia's highest peaks are here, which gives you a sense of just how significant this geological formation is. Explorer Francis Thomas Gregory named the range back in 1861 after Edward Hamersley, who promoted his expedition to the northwest. But we're only getting started. The 2 oldest mountain ranges on Earth go back even further, to a time so ancient that it challenges comprehension. We're about to explore rocks that were already old when the first complex cells evolved, mountains that witnessed Earth's most catastrophic meteor impacts, and formations that contain some of the earliest evidence of life itself. Number 2 brings us back to Western Australia, but to rocks even older than the Hamersley Range itself. The Pilbara Craton, which underlies that region, contains geological formations dating to approximately 3.4 billion years ago. This landmass formed through the stabilization of ancient volcanic islands and sea basins, creating one of the most ancient pieces of continental crust still accessible on Earth's surface. What you're looking at here isn't just old rock. It's a fragment of Earth's original continental building blocks. The Pilbara region preserves evidence of volcanic activity and ocean floor processes from when our planet was barely recognizable. No complex life, no oxygen-rich atmosphere, just a hostile world of volcanic eruptions, meteor bombardments, and chemical reactions that would eventually, impossibly, lead to life. Standing in the Pilbara is as close as you can get to touching Earth's infancy without a time machine. But there's one mountain range that goes back even further. Number 1. The Barberton Mountains, also called the Makanjwa Mountains, located in northeastern South Africa. These are widely acknowledged as the oldest mountain range on Earth, with rocks dated as far back as 3.6 billion years old. Think about that number, 3.6 billion years. Earth itself is only about 4.5 billion years old, which means these rocks formed when our planet was less than a billion years into its existence. The Barberton Makanjwa Mountains comprise 40% of the Barberton Greenstone Belt, one of the world's oldest geological structures. This isn't just ancient rock, it's the best preserved succession of volcanic and sedimentary formations from 3.6 to 3.25 billion years ago that we have anywhere on the planet. Scientists call this period the Paleoarchean, and everything we know about it comes from places like this. These mountains contain some of the oldest undisputed signs of life on Earth. Microbial fossils preserved in rock that formed when life itself was brand new. The conditions under which this early life evolved were absolutely brutal. High radiation, toxic atmosphere, frequent meteor impacts, yet somehow microscopic organisms clung to existence, and their traces remain locked in these mountains. Speaking of meteor impacts, scientists discovered evidence here of the largest terrestrial impact event ever documented. This catastrophic collision occurred about 3.26 billion years ago, and researchers estimate the impactor was somewhere between 37 and 58 kilometers wide. For context, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs was only about 10 kilometers across. This ancient impact would have been apocalyptic on a scale difficult to comprehend. The crater itself, if it still exists, hasn't been found. 3 billion years of geological activity tends to hide evidence pretty effectively. In 2019, researchers found something even more remarkable: extraterrestrial organic materials in 3.3 billion year old volcanic rocks at the Makanjwa Mountains. Organic compounds from space, preserved in some of Earth's oldest stone. It's the kind of discovery that makes you reconsider everything about how life might have started on our planet. The Barberton Greenstone Belt is also famous for its komatiites, an unusual type of ultramafic volcanic rock named after the Komati River flowing through the area. These rocks form from magma so hot that it doesn't exist in volcanic eruptions today. Earth's interior has cooled too much. Komatiites are geological artifacts from when our planet ran much hotter. Gold was first discovered in South Africa here in 1875, which tells you something about the mineral richness these ancient formations contain. The belt sits on the eastern edge of the Kopval Craton, another fragment of Earth's primordial continental crust. UNESCO declared the mountains a World Heritage Site in 2018, recognizing their irreplaceable scientific value. What strikes me most about these ancient mountains isn't just their age, it's what they represent. Every younger mountain range we discussed has been worn down by billions of years of erosion. The Barberton Mountains have survived longer than almost anything else on Earth's surface. They've outlasted countless other geological features that have completely vanished. They were already ancient when the first complex cells evolved, already old when oxygen began transforming the atmosphere, already weathered when the first animals appeared in the oceans. These mountains watched Earth transform from a hostile volcanic hellscape into a living world. They contain evidence of that transformation locked in stone. And somehow, against all odds, they're still here for us to study, to visit, to try to comprehend. When you stand in the Barberton Mountains, you're not just looking at the oldest mountain range on Earth. You're standing on a fragment of our planet's origin story, preserved against impossible odds for 3.6 billion years. So there you have it. 5 mountain ranges that have witnessed more of Earth's history than anything else still standing on the surface. From the 2.3 billion year old Magaliesberg to the incomprehensibly ancient 3.6 billion year old Barberton Mountains, these geological giants are more than just peaks and valleys. They're time capsules preserving evidence of meteor impacts, atmospheric revolutions, and the earliest stirrings of life itself. The next time you see mountains on the horizon, remember, some of them are older than almost everything else you can point to on this planet.